Joining us now is terrorism analyst and DePaul University history professor Tom Makaitis. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
Of course, anytime there's an attack on a place of worship, the discussion of hate crime comes up. But what are the markers for that? Does it apply in this case?
It's very hard to determine the individual's motive, except to say that there was, seems to be ample evidence of a pretty aberrant kind of psychological state. They'll be unpacking that in the days and weeks ahead. But it does seem, with the preliminary evidence, that there are warning signs. And once again, they were ignored, and so on. And, once again, people are latching on to, anything to deflect discussion of firearms and mass shootings, and I find that's unfortunate.
Does the FBI monitor social media if someone posts something disturbing, a manifesto, something that are there red flags that are given to anyone in law enforcement when something is seen on social media, or does it have to be a family member or a friend that sees it?
It actually has to be someone who knows them. It's simply impossible to monitor the amount of traffic that's on the internet. And the truth is that you could have 100 people who are showing similar sorts of behaviors, saying bizarre things, spewing racial hatred. And in fact, most of them will never be violent. But we do know that there are patterns. Unfortunately, some of them only become apparent after the fact. But it really is incumbent upon those who know the person the best to sound the alarm. So the worst case scenario is someone gets the person some help. But there's great reluctance to do that. You find out what will happen after this. People will say, oh, such a normal guy. We could never have imagined it's, or in this case, a woman. But then as time goes on, more and more will come out saying that, well, there was this, and the other thing that we should have noticed.
Yeah, Tom, on that note, there are situations, I think, where parents don't want to get their kids' mental health help, either because of cost or because of stigma. And I'm wondering, do you feel the law needs to change towards the conversation about holding parents legally liable when their kids get guns, as the case was in Highland Park?
And also the case in Michigan, a shooting at a high school there. Yes, absolutely. A greater degree of responsibility for those who are in a position to do something and don't could help the situation, but a more compassionate approach to mental health, et cetera. But, as I said, there are mental health problems all over the world. Many countries have them, but they don't have our mass shootings. And I think that's the thing that we keep not coming to grips with. And I at the risk of repeating it, in Dunblane, Scotland, 1996, worst mass shooting in British history. The immediate crackdown on firearms, zero mass shooting, school shootings since. The variable is abundantly clear.
We're almost out of time, but you mentioned people getting involved. But if in this case, the shooter was 23 years old, is an adult. I mean, if you can sound that you can try and get them help, but you can't force anyone to get help.
No, you cannot. On the other hand, sometimes if you have a person who's exhibiting the behavior, just moving towards them, engaging them, trying to, to ground them a little better might make a difference. And the question is, where was he living? That isn't clear. Yeah. If you're still domiciled with your parent, then I would argue they do have some degree of responsibility.
All right, Tom Makaitis, we'll be following this story. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
Happy to do it. Have a really nice day.
You too. It is.